let's go ahead and get into our first movie tonight.
First of three.
Our first of three. We got a lot to do tonight, so let's just go ahead and jump right into it. So Ted 2 is out now. Here's the thing. They gave me some clips for this movie, and they all suck. I'd be better off just showing you the Red Band trailer. I mean, because there's more in the trailer to see than the clips that they gave me. And two of them they're practically the same thing. So the Red Band trailer will give you everything you need to know. It'll show you the raunchy humor that's in there. It'll show you where Ted is in the middle of his life right now. It'll show you the thing that's happening to him, the conflict that he has. Oh, my God, for a little stuffed, foul-mouthed, nasty-mouthed teddy bear, he has a lot of big problems, Martin. Let's refamiliarize ourselves with Ted.
Listen, I got some big news to tell you.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
Tammy Lynn and I are gonna have a baby.
Dude, that's fucking awesome. Congratulations.
Thank
wait,
you.
wait. How do you guys...
That's the thing. We gotta find a sperm donor.
Sweet God, baby Jesus.
And that's at rest.
What the hell? Get out of my house!
Oh, God!
Take your teddy bear with you! Holy shit! A perfect spiral!
But that bear was deflated, of course. So it wasn't that hard to do.
There's so much porn!
I've been meaning to clear some of that out.
Chicks with dicks?
Oh my God. Oh my God, I have a disease, all right? I need help.
There are no chicks with dicks, Johnny. Only guys with tits.
It's Ted. You feel bad for Ted? You feeling bad for Ted? You know, because people...
No, I feel bad for me.
Oh, Martin, don't be like that. You know, all Ted is trying to do, as you can see, he's out there trying to have a baby. People don't want to recognize that he's actually a living thing with rights. I mean, he pays his taxes, Martin. He's got a job.
He doesn't pay his taxes.
How do you know that?
They brought that up.
Oh, did they? Yeah. Oh, well, fuck him then. So, you would think that a bear that's come to life, a toy bear, would be a wondrous thing, but really, people don't give a fuck about Ted.
No.
And I could say that for the first movie. Everybody liked Ted. I didn't really care for Ted that much.
Fuck Ted.
You know, the first movie, I was just kind of like, whatever, man. And, you know, and I should have liked that movie. Maybe my expectations were a little high. Because I remember, you know, I'm that age where when I was a kid, you remember Teddy Ruxpin?
Sure.
When Teddy Ruxpin came out?
Yeah.
Teddy Ruxpin was a toy, and you put a cassette in him, and he would say all these really nice things, you know, friendship is cool, you know.
Read you stories.
I read,
He read you stories.
Yeah,
He was confident. He was your friend.
Yeah, he was your friend. You know, he talked to you. They had different. You know, your generation had it too, except you had the Bluetooth. You had the Bluetooth Teddy Ruxpin right there. But it was a wondrous device when it came out.
There's nothing in the world like a good friend.
Oh, Teddy Ruxpin is my friend.
Fuck all that. You know, I was like, I wanted that raw Teddy Ruxpin, you know? I was the one that would try to put in nasty shit into Teddy Ruxpin and have him say all kind of bad things, you know? So Ted was...
Put a 2 Live Crew cassette in him.
Put a 2 Live Crew or something, you know? Like, I want that commercial that showed Teddy Ruxpin being hard.
Teddy's name is Teddy Ruxpin. He talks, he tells stories.
Fuck this. God damn, man.
I love that kid.
That kid, every time, that kid's like, man, every time you fucking come in here, man, you bringing some bullshit. Why don't you bring something cool, man? And then also that kid's like, damn, I'm high as fuck right now.
He looks like Matthew.
He looks like Matthew sitting back there. I think, Matthew, that was you when you were a kid, right? Yeah, oh man, that bear's fucking talking, dude. But you know, I was like, man, I want that hard Teddy Ruxpin.
4 batteries not included.
Fuck the police coming straight.
Like, oh shit!
A young nigga got it bad cause I'm brown.
Like, oh, all right, shit, I hear what you're saying.
I have the authority to kill a minority.
Yeah, I got your attention now, motherfuckers, don't I? You know what I like? I like how in all the class, the black girl's the one who's really relating to Teddy Ruxpin. She's like, yeah, Teddy, yeah. You know, they're trying to expand on the character. They're trying to avoid doing that whole thing of just a typical sequel. So there were moments where Ted was having real emotional moments with his real human co-stars. Like you have this girl, Jessica Barth, who plays Tammy Lynn, the girl that he met at the grocery store. In this movie, he ends up marrying her. Of course, marriages go south after a few, months or so.
A year.
A year. Yeah. And just right after a year, they're arguing and shit. And Ted is like, you know what, man? Maybe we should have a kid. Maybe that'll bring our marriage back together.
See, I think if we got a kid to love, it'll teach us how to love each other again.
Oh my God, Teddy. You better not be messing with me.
I swear to God, not messing with you. I think you'd make an awesome mom.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? I would kick so much ass at Momin.
So what do you say? We all good?
Yes! Oh, I love you. I love you so much.
Oh, baby, I love you too.
That bear must have a hell of a tongue, man. They've been married for a year, and the fact he ain't got a dick ain't came up at all. There are moments where Ted and Mark Wahlberg, like, they got chemistry, man.
Sure.
Like, I mean, for an imaginary CG bear.
They got tons of chemistry. They just don't always have something funny to say. That Law and Order bit, I'm like, there's such a setup for it. I was expecting a good payoff from it.
Man.
It's just there, and it goes, and it has nothing to do with nothing.
Can I tell you, man, I like that. This is some of the best acting Mark Wahlberg has done.
Okay, I'll give you that.
You know, I mean, this fucking bear inspires his ass. When I watch this, I buy it. I believe it.
Hey, you lawyer guys, you don't know me and...
You know, Mark Wahlberg probably gets high and does that at home with the fucking couch, with the pillow on the couch. You know what I mean? Like that's why I believe this. I'm like, man, this is not acting.
This character is the closest to him.
You do this shit.
Yeah.
And he's at home getting high talking to furniture.
Well, I bet you don't have a clip of it, but like the scene before when Ted and Tammy are reconciling. But the scene before that, when they were fighting, I was like, hey, this is actually pretty good right here. It's early in the movie. I didn't know that was where it was going to top out.
No, I don't have that. But like I said, there are scenes in here where like sit up there acting with an imaginary thing that's not even there. They have a lot of quick dialogue that works between them.
Do you consider yourself to be human?
Objection sustained.
No, the witness can't object.
Overruled. Sidebar. Guilty. Speculation.
Hearsay.
Bailiff.
Briefcase.
Disregard.
In my chambers.
Stop Beaver on the witness. Arrest. We could totally be lawyers.
Bang.
Don't you? And it's funny how I hate to be that way about Mark Wahlberg, but I love the way people have tried to cast him as professors and teachers.
Yeah,
like I said, we didn't even buy him as a high school teacher.
Right.
You know, we barely even buy him in being in preschool. You know, them motherfucker he'd be drinking cookies and milk with the kids. You know?
Eating paste.
Eating paste and shit. Hey, pass that glue, bro. You know? Hey, don't bug out all the glue, man. It's a shame how we just are ready to buy him as a dumb guy. I like Family Guy a lot, but Family Guy is 30 minutes long.
Yeah.
Sure. The 22 minutes without commercials.
Without commercials. Right. There you go. Not even full 30 minutes.
Yeah.
The problem with this film right here is that it's not an hour and a half. It's 2 hours long. It's
Is it really?
Yeah, 2 fucking hours, man.
Shit.
2 fucking hours
I think
of
the first one was that long, was it?
2 hours of Ted. I mean, and the novelty of this whole thing of this bear, this little cute bear that's talking nasty and doing nasty things and marrying a hot Boston chick. That's gotten kind of old right now. When you see a movie that's 2 hours long of Seth MacFarlane humor, his weaknesses really begin to show right there. Seth MacFarlane, as much as I like him, he was really smart, but was always doing dumb shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? He was that smart guy who was always doing some dumb shit, and even when he was at his dumbest, there was something clever about it. But when you were with him too long, you were like, wow, this shit is getting old, man. You know, it was like, hey, you're not funny, man. You're just fucking childish. And he even knew it. He would rub it in your face. He's like, yeah, isn't this funny? Because, hey, I'm a smart guy doing dumb shit. The irony, get it?
I'm a really smart guy telling dick jokes.
Yeah.
How funny is that?
It's just not enough here to sustain a fucking, not even really an hour and a half when you get right down to it.
Well, okay, so maybe you and I differ on a few things. Like one, I kind of like the first one. You know, I liked it mostly. At least I liked the first hour of it a lot. I thought that whole idea of pulling off the talking teddy bear could go south. And I was like, hey, he's making it work. This is funny. You really feel the relationship between him and Mark Wahlberg, and the jokes are mostly hitting until they got into the Flash Gordon stuff. And I'm one of the people who says like, hey man, I still don't watch as much as I used to, but I think Family Guy is still funny. You know, you have some, it's hit or miss, but they still have a big hit ratio, I think.
Yeah.
People just get tired of it and they go like, oh, the show sucks now. And this, I think, is not like Family Guy so much as it is like animation domination. It's like a lot of Seth MacFarlane reject stuff. What you see in the trailer is a plot, where it goes. What you watch is not that. If that plot shows up every 10 minutes in between, it's just a bunch of random gags that don't pay off. It's a lot of setups for a gag that's so incredibly short and not that funny. You're like, why'd you even bother with all that?
This movie it eventually ends up being about, like I said, it's about Ted's rights.
Yeah.
Be recognized as a living thing, and he can marry, vote, all that kind of shit. But they got about 3 long ass setups before that. That shit that you saw with him and his wife, or they want to have a baby.
Yeah.
That's one of the setups to what eventually would be the whole movie. And that's one of the things that makes the movie unnecessarily long.
Ultimately, yeah, there's no feeling of who cares if they win, because you're on a journey. It turns into a road trip at some point.
Yeah.
They end up on a farm with a whole bunch of gags that don't lead to anything. It's a lot of stuff that goes nowhere, and the gags are just not that funny. Actually, there's one funny gag with Liam Neeson. It's completely random. It could have been in any movie anywhere.
Yeah, that shit didn't go anywhere, but it was funny.
But it was funny.
Yeah. There's a joke in here about Amanda Seyfried's eyes being like Gollum that I laughed out loud, man.
Sure. Yeah.
And
did you laugh so much when they went back to it 2 more times?
And see, that's again, this movie's so long that they are running jokes that are predictable. Like they run into predictability because you've seen them once, you know it's gonna come up again because they take so long for the setup. So you know, what the fuck? Is that us?
There's an acting school
out there. Oh yeah, they're so nervous right now.
Yeah, sorry. There's an acting school around the corner.
I like how she was like, got a jet.
Like she wanted to run, but she was like, the danger's out there. I just take for granted that people just know that the acting class is over there. Right. Your eyes got about as big as Amanda Seyfried. So what the fuck is that? Seth MacFarlane actually tried to pull some shit where, hey, you know what? I'm gonna have this bear come in and speak for all the minorities that are suffering out there, and I'm gonna tell you right now, shit's too real right now. Okay, I don't need this fucking bear coming in and talking for me. There's a whole lot of shit going on. I don't need a CG bear coming in and trying to represent me or anybody else who's having problems out there.
Yeah, it's kind of like when Adam Sandler made that "I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry" movie.
Oh yeah,
and it's full of nothing but homophobic jokes up until the last 10 minutes when it's like, no, we're here to stand up for homosexuals. It's like, get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here, man, with that shit. It's Ted sitting up here trying to speak for me like that's the next Martin Luther King and shit. Right. Fuck you. Fuck you think you are, man? It's a frat boy movie. It's a 15-year-old type of humor type film. I mean, those are the people that'll get it. Those are the people that'll love it. And I'm sure there'll be others out there, but I don't know. Maybe if this was from some other director that I didn't think was as smart, I had more to say, then I'd be a little more forgiving of it. But as far as it stands right now, I know that Seth MacFarlane can do better. I know his humor is better, and I don't think it's a terrible film, but it's a rental. It's a low rental for me. It's not anything inspired there at all.
The only thing that makes this better than A Million Ways to Die in the West is that you're already familiar with these characters. Yeah. You know, that little bit of chemistry between the characters that you already know. It could be that now we've reached a point where, like, yeah, your humor, we've mapped it, we got it. But to me, I'm just like, these jokes just aren't funny. If he could have just trimmed the movie, I could have been like, all right, it was painless, but it wasn't. It was not painless. I so want to give this
some old bullshit.
I'm so close.
You laughed a couple of times.
I did. I got chuckles here and there.
Don't hurt Mark Wahlberg right there, man. He's all nervous, man.
He does look sad.
Come on, man, please.
I'll give it the lowest of low rental.
Yeah, I'm about there. Probably a little bit higher than